Let's talk about compensation. It used to be more than often that the compensation for a buyer's agent was paid for by the seller. Now the regulations have changed, and the responsibility to pay for the buyer's compensation falls on you, the buyer. However, I will still negotiate with the seller to get them to contribute to the buyer's agent compensation. You will have to sign an agreement before any buyer's agent in the United States can work with you. That agreement will always say that the buyer is ultimately responsible for paying the buyer's agent. With that said, the seller can still pay the compensation. It just has to be negotiated off the MLS. The new regulation does not say that the seller can't pay for the buyer's representation fee. It is something that can be negotiated on your behalf. Some sellers will still continue to pay for it, and some may not. That compensation can seem like a big chunk. So is it worth it? If you choose the right broker, it will be worth it. The seller's agents are that they just represent the seller. You want somebody to work on your behalf. And most experts agree that buyers who got added alone often end up paying more for the house because they don't have the negotiation skills or the market knowledge that an agent does. They might also need to find the best home for themselves because they need to have access to all the listing information that an agent does. Not only that, but buyers who don't have a real estate expert in their court can end up with dozens of legal headaches and unexpected costs. When buyers decide not to have a buyer's agent represent them in a real estate transaction, they may think they're saving money. But when you consider the overall financial investment and the potential liability involved, it is really a false savings. Having representation makes a huge difference. For example, according to the National Association of Realtors, homes sold directly by owner, or known as for sale by owner, tend to sell for thousands and thousands of dollars less than those with an agent. So if having a professional representation can make that much of a difference to a seller, think about how it could benefit you. And you know what? Your agent doesn't even get paid until they have succeeded in getting into the home of your dreams. Here is what a broker will do for you. First, I will guide you towards the right home. This means that I start by connecting you to reputable mortgage loan officers who really will understand what you can afford. I will also help you get a clear understanding of what you need, what your priorities are, what your must-haves are, and what would be your nice-to-haves. Next, before dragging you around on tours, I will research different neighborhoods and homes that are great matches for you. Before you even step into the car, you'll know exactly what we are going to look at. Then, once you find a home you like, I will research the current market trends even further and talk to the seller's agent about the seller's priorities and what is important to them at this point. I will also ask the seller's agent if the seller is willing to pay the buyer's agent's fee. All of this information is to help you write an offer that will be attractive to the seller at a price you can afford and the terms you want. As your agent, I will present your offer and begin the negotiation process. I will be the collaborative negotiator and know how to create a deal that both you and the seller are happy with. I will be able to negotiate any obvious upfront maintenance issues, closing costs, compensation, and more. I will negotiate the right price and terms and make sure you're not paying more for the home than you should. The seller's agent wants to protect the seller and get them the most money and the best terms. As your buyer's agent, it's my job to do the same for you. My goal is to negotiate all of this and make sure to get you the best possible price and terms. It's like a friendly boxing match between the listing and the buyer's agent. Now, when your offer is accepted, I will manage all the people and processes to uncover any issues and finalize the deal. I will order inspections like a home or pest inspection, plus any special inspections like a well, septic, radon, swimming pool, and more. I will arrange and schedule the closing with the title company and stay in constant contact with your lender to make sure we stay on track with our contract dates and successfully close on time. Yes, as your agent, I will spend hours upon hours, much behind the scenes, working on your behalf. And it's only when you have the keys to your new dream home that a buyer and a seller's agent gets paid. Again, with all the new regulations in real estate throughout the entire US, buyers must sign a buyer agency agreement before a buyer can even tour a house if it's listed on the MLS. Even though a buyer is responsible for paying the buyer's agent fee, I will always negotiate with the seller's agent to get the seller to pay for the buyer's agent's fee. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm your realtor, Kelly, making homes happen for families just like you.